What's up, armies? Hope everyone is doing well. In a new interview for GQ Korea magazine, BTS Jungkook answered questions about himself as a person as an artist too. Jungkook's right index finger is 7 centimeters. We are 7 people, he noted, 1 centimeter for each BTS member. Back in 2016, Jungkook told GQ Korea that his foot size is 270.1, but now it is 275, but he wears 280mm shoes. When asked which instrument he wants to learn the most, Jungkook said piano. Back then, Jungkook listened to songs he could practice b-boying to in his school's dance room. He would listen along while practicing. Now he would listen to the songs that is similar to type of music he wants to create. Jungkook told GQ Korea that he chooses music based on how he is feeling at the time. If he is feeling down, he enjoys sad music. If he is driving at night, he wants calm music. During the day, exciting tunes, he repeatedly listened to songs he didn't like at first to see if his opinion has changed. Lately, Jungkook has been working on songwriting. He writes down his melodies and lyrics in a notepad, then he records the lyrics to listen to his own voice and his pronunciation sound. He envies songwriters who are able to conjure stories for their songs from their imaginations. Jungkook's bedtime is much better than most. He usually goes to bed around 4 am. Jungkook's work style can be compared to skipping a stone across a lake rather than diving into the water. He always has to be doing something, whether it's exercising, recording a melody, or writing lyrics. Although Jungkook is multi-talented, he wishes he could delve deeper into his interest rather than only trying a little bit of everything. When asked to paint a hypothetical self-portrait, Jungkook depicted himself as a grey, splintered, cracked hexagon. I always want to be perfect and I always want to fly high, and I think I have these great talents. But I also have these thoughts where I am like I am lazy. It's very contradictory. I want to keep rising to the top, but I don't want to at the same time. They say the hexagon is the perfect shape, but then you add a crack on the perfect shape isn't so perfect anymore. I want to be perfect, but there is always going to be cracks. This year, Jungkook wants to goodbye to laziness and trivial thoughts and hello to patience. Many people remember songs by their titles or artist name, but Jungkook knows many songs only by their melodies. Although Jungkook has a knack for painting lush, realistic pictures, he chose to go abstract for his own hypothetical self-portrait. In a new interview with GQ Korea magazine, BTS answered questions about himself, his music, and more. If given the chance, we would like to meet the Greek gods including Zeus, Poseidon, Aphrodite to see what they are really like. How strong is Zeus? Does Aphrodite's beauty live up to the myths? He wants to know. In October, we retook MBTI personality test. He found out that he is no longer an ENFP but an INFP. When asked how the shift from extroversion to introversion affected his work, we said he always needs to give himself the time he needs to create. The stories he writes down in a diary or elsewhere could take months for him to unravel. V has accomplished much in his 8-year career, but he still has plenty of ideas. For one, he wants to create a nostalgic song that will withstand the test of time and be loved by a music lover and not only BTS fans, an enduring classic. V strives to stay true to his values and he wants to live in a way that he can be proud of. Whether it's performing on stage or meeting someone new, V wants to be a confident person of good character who is not ashamed of how he lives. BTS song Butter was a challenge for V to record. Since his voice is on the low side, he had to practice a great deal to nail this song, but his hard work paid off. GQ Korea pointed out that V seems to be someone who is internally motivated and he agreed. He is also motivated by his members' progress. If they are ahead, he feels compelled to catch up to them quickly. Since he is not traveling as much, he said he isn't taking a lot of pictures. When he takes pictures abroad, it's to capture the unfamiliar scenery he has only up till now that point seen online. V prefers to watch the sunset over the sunrise. He said he often tells his manager that he wants to see the sunset after he finishes for the work. By doing so, V ends his day a positive note. According to V, a sunset lasts 19 minutes and for those 19 minutes, he can count on being happy. GQ Korea pointed out that V is interested in classic things such as playing saxophone. V agreed he feels that he is very sensitive, sentimental person who is drawn to nostalgic things such as clothes and arts. His interest in the old inspires him to make something new. Unfortunately, V's dog Yondan has been struggling with his health since birth due to his airway that affects his breathing. When asked who we would like to write a message to, he chooses Yongtan. To Tan, who even if it is hard, he's hanging in there and enduring. Thank you very much for being alive. I want to make memories together for the rest of your life. I want to see an adult Tan. He wants to stay healthy and write good songs for ARMY. He also wants to shoot a music video for fans as well. Of course, he is looking forward to spend many more days with ARMY in the upcoming years. In a new interview for GQ Korea magazine, BTS Suga answered questions about himself. Take a peek into the mind of his brilliant yet grounded artist. The Seoul final concert for BTS 2019 Love Yourself tour is still fresh in Suga's mind. Sometimes he watches a video from that concert and ends up dreaming about it afterward. When asked about himself as a BTS member, a solo rapper, a producer, Suga said each part is 1/3 of him. All three show different side of who he is. Suga likes to give people the freedom to choose which part of him they want to see. GQ Korea pointed out that BTS does not shy away from telling meaningful keyword stories about dreams, reality, loneliness, and hope. Suga wants to tell more stories that drew from his personal experiences and what he feels. Sometimes life gets stressful and it's easy to become caught up in whirlwind of emotional chaos. In the mindset of this, Suga stops everything he is doing and takes a moment to think rather than fight. He advises others to step back and assess their situation, then wait a moment. Talking that time and distance will help you see their situation more clearly. At the beginning of his career, Suga was swept away by public opinion. He became sensitive to others' reactions, especially online. Over the time, however, he realized that just because he was seeing aggressive reactions online, he would not necessarily experience the same offline. Some things that blow up on the internet are not a big deal in a real life. Suga is known to tackle dark subject matter in the music, but these days he is all about the positive. He said that since anger, a complex feeling of sorrow, injustice, and resentment, eats away at a person, he is letting those feelings go and seeking out positive energy instead. GQ Korea mentions Suga's painting Morning, an acrylic painting that uses audio waves form to translate an auditory experience into a visual one. It's written on the back of the canvas, but only the person who has the painting will know what it is. GQ Korea theorized that the word must be special, but Suga said that depends on the viewer's point of view. It might be special to them or not. It is a possibility. Suga has not been playing guitar lately, but he has been practicing singing. He would be interested in mixing music genres since these days there are no boundaries between genres. According to Suga, if you love something too much, it won't last. Since he wants to make music for a long time, there have been times when he tried to like music a bit less to avoid being overwhelmed by it. Even now, Suga does not listen to music much unless he is working. He began establishing boundaries and distance with music 5 years ago. BTS often sings about pursuing a dream, but Suga always says that it's okay not to have a grand dream or to have a dream at all. You don't have to live your life that way, he said. Thank you so very much for watching this video.